What's happening? What's happening? It's your boy Big Cal, man, coming live from the Colorado Rockies. What's goody? We got a good show for today.
Only on 13, a Pee Wee football mom banned from the sidelines permanently, accused of.
Got us a good old show today, man. We can talk about the feminized and the pussified youth of America. Out of order youth of America. Pussified, feminized, raised by the single mother. We're going to talk about that today, man. We're going to get into it. Got a couple clips we want to talk about, man. First, we'll talk about this situation right here down in Houston, Texas. The football state, the football capital of America, some people say. Even greater than Florida, some people would say, man. We're going to talk about this situation in detail today, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in here with TNP. Please allow us to take you on this journey, this intellectual journey that will broaden the horizon and allow you to see the landscape of the world from a different perspective than the norm. This is your boy Big Cal. Like, share, subscribe, hit that like button. Come on in here and tune in to the realest podcast in the states. We're just getting going, man. Gotta understand me. We are just getting going, man. This is some good content. Let's get it popping.
Chasing and threatening a 12-year-old child.
Well, witnesses say that child played for the other team and had just tackled the woman's son during a game. ABC 13's Daniela Hurtado has more of the incident caught on camera. Daniela.
Eric, Gina, we got to speak to not only the 12-year-old child, but also his mother. They filed a police report with the Houston Police Department, and HPD says they are looking into the situation. This all unfolded on Saturday, and the mom of the child who was chased after says she's very upset that a grown-up was threatening and chasing after her 12-year-old son over something that should have been a fun afternoon game. This is a situation in question. A woman with something in her hand chasing after a 12-year-old over a Little League football game.
Man, I'm going to start this off with, man, this could never in a million years be my son. Because they might have been locking me up that day. I ain't going to lie to you. I'd have put foot those so deep in that bitch ass. You thought I had a foot puppet on, and you underdid. Stupid ass bangly bitch.
The child running away with his hands in the air.
This is ridiculous. Like, how could you get that angry at a kid's game? Your son plays football. They tackle each other. That's just the name of the game. How can you get...
Her son has no place on the football field. He should go ahead and hang up the cleats. If your mama is this unabashed to doing crazy things like this and outlandish things just because you got tackled, she's raising you to be a big grade A pussy, nigga. Just being honest, grade A puss.
that upset to chase him, and not only chase him, but curse him while you're chasing him?
It was the first game of the season for the Southside Ravens. They were up against the Northwest Gorillas. The game was cut short after just a few minutes of starting.
Yeah, he was okay. I picked him up and everything, and he was actually trying to shake my hand after the play until I guess his mom started chasing me.
An incident report by the Youth Football and Cheerleading League uncovers the parent in question was found in violation of multiple code of conduct policies.
Boy, stop lying. You weren't trying to pick him up, boy. Shut the hell up. You sound like a stupid lying ass bitch raised by your mama. Just be honest about it. You know, you made a good play and you was pointing down. You like you was celebrating. Stop the bullshit. Tired of these goddamn whiny pussy ass, lying ass kids today, man. He's raised by their fucking mamas to be lying ass, manipulative weenies. Nigga, where's the father at in this shit video? He should be in there talking too. Is she a single mama raised motherfucker too? That's my bet. That's my bet. Stop lying.
The YFF calling the woman a substantial threat to the environment.
Hey, if you cannot control your emotions that much that you get that upset, then you don't need to be around kids. But no, nobody has said anything to me.
She has since been banned from all events and activities permanently, and so have the rest of her family and children.
I hate that her son has to suffer. I hate that that team has to suffer. But
As they should, though. You know, his mother was out of line completely. They should ban the son, the mother, the whole family, in all honesty, because you got, like she said, you should be able to control your temper. And you know what I'm saying? This is a big old boy though, man. Hey, that's a big old 12-year-old right there. He laid lumber. Had him mad, had the girl mama mad. I had the little boy mama mad, didn't she? But this is the game of football, man. This is what you're playing. It's what you signed up for. It's what you put on the helmet, contact. It's a contact collision sport, man. If you don't want to get hit, go play tiddlywinks. Go play bumper pool. Go play pool. Go swim. It's a myriad of sports that you can choose where you don't have to face collision and contact, and another man can enforce his will on you with or without your fucking permission. Your mama coming to save you shows how soft and pussified this generation of young men are. And boy, as a young man, it couldn't have been me. I'd have took my helmet off and swung it at that hoe. If I was a little 12-year-old, I was a little violent, boy. I was big too, like him. She got on that field, I'd have tackled her ass and hit her with my helmet.
Because we don't hate them. We do this for fun.
The woman will need to pay a $200 fine, and so will her son's former team, the Northwest Gorillas, for $500 for not controlling the sideline.
I think it's just a learning lesson for everybody, for our team included, that you just can't take this to that level.
While we weren't able to get a hold of the woman in question, the Northwest Gorillas did make a statement.
That nigga Baba had him running, boy.
On social media apologizing. It said in part, "We have since removed both the parent and child from."
Hey, it's a good statement by the program. I completely agree with it. I completely agree with that statement. And definitely glad those actions were done by the organization, man. Soft pussies have no place in football, man. So I'm glad the organization stood up for that young man, man. He shouldn't have had to run from that ignorance, man, in all honesty.
The Northwest Gorillas. They say they don't stand with putting children in harm's way.
Yeah, man, it's a tough situation right there, man. These kids today are not being raised properly, if you ask me. Just being honest. These kids are not being raised in a proper fashion. Been raised to be very soft. Mothers protecting them, raised by mamas. What do you expect? What do you expect, man? We were living with a bunch of, like I said, feminized young males today in society, man. Can't seem to get out their own way in a lot of ways. A lot of feminized young men. Just being honest. And this next story, man, I seen it online. Let me see. Matter of fact, it's another football story. I'm going to see what I can do real fast. Just give me a second. Bear with me. Here we go. This is another example of the feminized, soft-ass society we living in, man. These mamas, these young football players, man, I'm telling you, man, football used to be about gladiators, man. It used to be a warrior sport, man, where, you know, it was no tears, no crying on the football field. You pick yourself up, you keep going, you learn lessons that you can use for the rest of your life as a man. And yeah, man, we're gonna talk about this story right here too, man. We're gonna get at it, man. Situation, kid pancaked another kid and jumped on him and fractured his back. It was crazy freak ass accident or freak ass injury, man. But we're gonna play this thing for you, TMP style. TNP, baby.
Yeah, that'll be.
Pancake.
That's my rally game. Yeah, that'll be. That's my rally game.
I'm sorry, that shit funny to me, man. Hey, former athlete, that shit's funny. That is funny, man. I don't respect. I mean, I do feel like it should have been a flag, and I don't respect the fact that he jumped on top of him like that. You know what I'm saying? It was a little extra, but on the football field, the gridiron, you got to protect yourself at all times, man. I always say this all the time. You got to protect yourself at all times. So one of my biggest deals is you don't get pancake and you don't get flat back, nigga can't jump on you. That's just point blank, period. And if you do so happen to be finding yourself on your back, your best bet would be to get up as fast as possible, man. You got to use that core, use that back, and use all that, your legs, core, back, upper body, and with cat-like reflexes, explode back up on your feet, man. On your feet, on your knees, kick your legs up. Do something the way you protect yourself and you're not in that vulnerable situation where you're laying flat back like a flapjack. So, man, she just poured syrup on you. Got pancake, as we say in the game of football. And it's crazy because the situation, he ended up fracturing, I think, in 2 places in his spine. So that's just a crazy situation right here. But we're going to go ahead and play this video, son.
Yeah, that'll be. That's my rally game. Yeah, that'll be.
Pancake?
That's my rally game.
This crazy wrestling move during a JV football game sent a player to the hospital with multiple fractures to his spine. Dude had to be at least 350 pounds, pancakes him, gets up and tries to flatten him. The play drew flags, but still the player on the ground suffered 2 fractures in his back and is currently recovering.
A Stevensville teen in the hospital after the 15-year-old was seriously hurt during last night's matchup between Lakeshore High School and Kalamazoo Central. The JV athlete was being blocked and was then jumped on by an opposing player. WSBT 22's Francesca Onofrio talked to the mother of the injured player.
Lakeshore High School and Kalamazoo Central High School's JV football teams faced off yesterday. During the third quarter, Courtney Mims' son was injured. This video may be disturbing to some. You can see the moment the player...
Oh my gosh, they always talking about they always trying to put these little warnings and stuff, talking about could be disturbing. This is football. This is what I say about the pussification of the young male today. Like, bro, y'all making all these excuses. Y'all making excuses. Y'all making all these motherfucking headlines and alerts. Like this is some type of big tragedy. Like this is some, you know what I'm saying? Just some extreme act of violence that transpired. This is football. And if you can't take the physicality, the physical nature and the physicality of football, you need to choose another sport. And that's what I tell anybody. Football is not for everybody. It's not for the wallflowers. It's not for the average Joe. It's not for you. You know what I'm saying? It's for the gladiators, for the warriors, it's for the warrior class of people. It's for the people who are fearless out here. You know what I mean? It's for people whose bodies are meant to be, you know, they're meant to go through a lot. You know, it's not meant for the garden, the common garden flower, wallflower type guy, you know, a gardener, a softie, is, a pansy. It's not meant for that type person. A soft ass Mr. Glass, it's not meant for you. Football is meant for warriors, gladiators. So, a situation like this, I mean, with a guy jumping on you, your body should have been able to maintain that, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? After he got pancaked, stay down prone like a little bitch, like get up. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at things. I look at the situation for what it is. How is he able to flat back and jump on you again like that? Well, like, was him knocking you over that hurtful and painful? Get the fuck up.
Wearing number 73, who plays for Kalamazoo Central, jumps on the Lakeshore player. The video was taken by Mims, recounting her reaction after seeing her son was injured.
First was like, is that my son? And as soon as it clicked that it was, I couldn't be stopped. I had to go down there. I've never felt anything like
Soft. And where's the fathers, bro? The father must be embarrassed. Must be a lot of single mamas out here. Like I said, of all races, a lot of single mamas out here, man. Like straight up. And that's why you wonder why your son's a fucking pussy ass pansy that can't even take getting fucking flopped on for him breaking like Mr. Glass. You shouldn't be playing football. That's how I feel. Mother, you need to come to an awakening, talk to your son, have a heart-to-heart, and sit down and be honest with him that the game of football just may not be in his future. And it just may not be in the cards for him to play such a physical game as football, Americanized tackle football. Gotta have these conversations with your young man and be honest with him. Be honest. Because like I said, a lot of people are already living out of order, if you ask me, man. They had no fathers in the house, probably done ran the father off with some negativity, feminist mindset, whore mindset, and they out here trying to raise these men to play football. You need a father in the house to play football, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? At least a strong male figure around constantly that can influence and impact him and give him some words of wisdom. Because these kids should not be as soft as they are today. That's just my opinion. They should not be nowhere near as soft as they are today, man. These kids are soft.
And I've never been as upset or shaken up as I was over something for my son.
Her son was brought to the hospital where they found he has a broken spine in 2 places. He was released from the hospital and is now recovering at home.
The fact that that little ass flop caused him to have a broken spine tells me everything I need to know about her son. Everything I need to know. That little ass baby ass flop broke your spine, son. You just made out of glass. And football is not for guys made out of glass. Just being honest.
He's out at least for this season. We don't know if he's going to be able to play again. He should and will make a full recovery.
While the varsity teams are scheduled to face off again tonight, Mims wants to raise awareness for potential dangerous plays.
These boys are high school boys. They're 15 years old. The game means a lot to them. It's their whole life right now. They're there from before I get up to go to work in the morning till after dinner, putting in the work. And for somebody to try to take that from somebody doing so much is awful for me to see.
I reached out to the Michigan High School Athletic Association regarding any potential disciplinary action against the student. Communications director sharing, quote, "We are aware of the situation you're describing. We talked to both schools and they are resolving this issue internally." Also reaching out to both schools while we are still waiting for comment from Kalamazoo Central. Lakeshore school leaders responded, "We can't share any information at this time other than that we are working with the other school about this situation." There is no update on the status of the Kalamazoo.
Raising a generation of soft, effeminate, pussified little ass boys, man. Can't take a little adversity, can't take a little bit of hardship. And tucking their tails, man, like cowards, man.
Zoo Central player. The varsity teams are scheduled to face off tonight. In the newsroom, I'm Francesca Nofrio, WSBT 22 News.
Yeah, man. Hey.
Yeah, that'll be.
Definitely start to lose a little respect for a lot of these youngins out here, man. It's really not their fault that they're raised like this. You know, it's their mother's fault, in all honesty, man. A lot of mothers run their fathers away and then wonder what's going on when their kids is just irrational, emotional. Like this situation right here. We're going to end it with this video right here, man. Mother said she took his son's phone. He caused $70,000 worth of damage to our apartment, to our home. See, a lot of people would blame the child. See, I blame the mother. I blame the guardian. I blame I blame the people who are in charge of raising this young man and making him such a volatile, emotional, just effeminized young man. Like I said in the video, this generation of young men are very effeminized, very soft. Cannot control their emotions to nothing, and they have no checks and balances. See, when you raise a young man in the household, just a teenager, young boy, when you raise a young man in the household with no father figure, nobody to check his emotions, to check his actions, to instill fear, instill a form of respect, and counteract or counterbalance your emotions with an authoritative figure who will exact punitive action upon your ass. You allow these boys to run rampant and have toxic masculinity. This is real toxic masculinity right here. Over emotionality, outbursts of rage and emotion, which they would never do if they were in the presence of a dominant man to correct them. So a lot of these people, they're raised by people that do not correct their actions. They do not challenge them as young men. They do not stand as an authoritative figure to, like as I said, correct and check these actions. Because the thing like this, if you don't have no respect for what you have in house, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna find respect eventually in this world, and that's just facts. That's just facts. This Western society does not give a shit about black and brown, young black and brown men of America. That's just period. You're a statistic. You're a potential statistic for the United States, a potential free slave, a potential use of your, free will and power to monopolize off your free labor and enterprise. So it's really a perpetuated cycle. They want to keep you without a male figure, a positive male figure around. They want you around gangsters, thugs, other single mama raised young men, gangs, things of this nature that throw you off kilt and then lead you right to the lion's den, which is mass incarceration, and the Western society is playing for you. So me personally, I do not condone single motherhood. That's why I denounce single motherhood for situations like this, because it's the single mother household that thinks she knows everything, that wants to run the man out of there, the only discipline that the young male, or the only example the young male will have, and they want to run them out of there. Or they pick a criminal to procreate with. So you already have a criminal-minded, over-emotional bitch boy, beta male as a father. So how do you think his offspring are going to be? If you're already having children with a young man, or with a man with a childlike mindset, how do you think your children and your offspring with this man will be? This is a rhetorical question, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we already know the answer. 9 times out of 10, they're going to be just like him. Chip off the old block. Then you run them out of the house. The only male that potentially could mature and show him a better direction, you run him out the household due to whatever societal issue you have with him, as in, and you create another generation of these type of men. I would say there, don't cry now, bitch. Because it's going to be somebody else out here that has to deal with this sack of shit, whether it be a cop putting a bullet in his motherfucking ass, or a female he beat the shit out of daily. Or a motherfucker, a victim, he might get the jump ups on and rob their ass. See, this is the type of shit, nobody want to hear your sorry ass tears, man. That's how I feel about these mothers out here. Nobody want to hear about your sorry ass, crybaby ass tears. You had 13 years to get this man a better upbringing and start on life, and you just raised him to be non-accountable, volatile, full of violence and rage outbursts. Don't even respect his own mother who gave him life, and then you won't. Then this will be the same type of woman that gets mad at society when they cast down the gavel of the criminal justice system upon his black or brown ass. They'll be the same ones talking about racism and talking about systemic racism within the criminal justice system when they know they raised a violent piece of shit. They know they raised them and ran the male out of the household, the only male figure that they could have had in a positive action or example out of the house and out of the home and out of the situation. They know that they literally ran a lot of their young men and led them right to the lion's den, lion's mouth, right into the path of destruction. They know they do these things, but then they, like I said, they at the end of the day, they'll say, poor my child. My child was such an innocent victim and all this type of stuff. They have all this excuse-making rhetoric for their children when this is the same thing when you condone not being accountable for your actions, when you protect and, protect some of these kids and shelter them. I mean, they start to validate their actions in their own minds. So you sitting here trying to protect them, or really just trying to get back from the fathers a lot of times and do whatever you can to try to hurt the father emotionally, and you end up hurting a child.
take the baby bag.
And like I just said, this is a woman with small children. You got small children out here with this 13-year-old violent teenager destroying shit, destroying the children's shit. They don't care about nothing. Like that's just dangerous in itself. Like you out here making more kids. And you already got this violent ass teenager in your household. This door, I mean, it just goes to no end how some of these people act in America, man. Just being honest. You raise more bastardized kids up in here, man. Because obviously a single mother. Obviously. Because any man would have beat the shit out of this boy. And he would have never did no shit like this ever. It wouldn't have got to this point if there was a man around. There's a real man around, it would never have gotten to the point where she's having to put videos on social media to try to publicly shame her son, whatever it is. Because this does nothing. You put it online, what does that do? Besides give black and brown people a bad look and a bad reputation because you're a bad parent. It makes us all look like we're volatile and out of order, just like your household is. A lot of households are. I ain't gonna lie to you. A lot of households are out of order, just like hers. A bunch of kids, no man around. Bunch of violent ass, emotional ass, weenie boy ass kids that think they tough. Then they get their hands on a gun. And then they think they super tough. Now they think they Superman. When you know what I'm saying, they're a bunch of bitch ass motherfuckers, man. You know what I'm saying? They're scared. They'd be scared if a real man run up on them and had a conversation with them. They'd be pissing down their legs like bitches, moving like bitches, quick to grab a gun. So I don't feel sorry. I personally don't feel sorry for this sorry ass, rotten ass bitch raising some emotional ass, sorry ass, rotten ass kids. It's really what to be expected. If you raise a child without a male in the household, is what's to be expected to me. He's going to be out of order, violent, volatile, over emotional, impulsive, and just a piece of shit. Think he runs shit at 13, 12, 14. Think they know everything. Think they can tell their own mother what to do. Think they've lived enough life where they can make their own choices and decisions, even though they can't even work, can't make money, can't do anything, but they want to be a disruption and a distraction and a detractor from their own families, their own household, their own communities. They want to be a destructive succubus draining on society. And they don't want to blame the white man for why they act like this. It's the craziest shit ever. Nobody told you to run the fathers out the household. Nobody else told you to let money be the root of your life. And the only thing you respect and love is money and wealth. Nobody told you that materialism should be the thing that guides and leads you throughout life. See, and then that's why you don't respect men, because the men don't make this level, this 6-figure type situation, $100,000 a year, $400,000, $300,000 a year. Then you don't respect them as a man because they can't contribute to a lifestyle that's really not even practical. It's not even real. So this is what you get. You know, you working all day, you're barely seeing your kid, the TV and the computer and society is raising your kids, and you end up having a child that is out of order and chaotic. And this right here is a microcosm of the United States. Some folks are raised like this, and they're lucky enough to still be able to matriculate through high school and get to certain levels and still be able to be productive citizens of the world. But some people, they contribute to the criminal justice system. And it's another number. And me personally, I don't feel bad about either one. I feel like both are the problem. Whether you're somebody that ends up going to college and being a liberal, but you still are raised like this, feminized and out of order, or rather a person that goes to jail, you're still a drain on society. You're still setting society back. As you know, just one is, I guess, doesn't have the criminal aspect to them. But at the same time, I feel like both of these type situations are bad. It's a bad look for society, man. Bad look for the black community. Having these type people raised and running the community.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Bitch, you gonna owe big time at that apartment.
Explain it to my job. Explain it to my job.
Stupid ass black bitch. That's why I don't respect a lot of black women, bro. Then they're gonna sit here and cry on the internet and put this big old display up. Nigga should have been putting all this energy into your son. And then you want to take things from electronics and shit from him, knowing you raised a volatile ass child, overly emotional ass bitch boy, feminized piece of shit. Motherfucker act like a bitch out here, and now you surprised. Now you crying on the camera trying to make all black people look bad. I continue to perpetuate these tropes and shit online. Nobody want to see this shit. Go cry in silence somewhere, bitch. You raised this fucking devil ass piece of shit. Nobody want to see this shit online. You crying and shit. Nigga, next thing you know, he gonna hurt his little child, his little sibling right there, man. That's next. That's why I say I don't respect single mother. I say this all the time. I don't respect the single mother, man. The single mother is what brings down the society, man. Single-handedly, they destroy the communities. And they want your empathy. They want you to feel sorry for the fact that they chose to fuck around, have a whole bunch of bastardized kids, broken family homes, and then they want you to feel sorry for them. They want you to be the one to raise their piece of shit ass children that they made with a man that don't love them, a man that they don't respect. They just had kids because they were lonely and wanted to have some children, raising them like pieces of shit. And now we have to be the ones to deal with this motherfucker you shitted out to society with little raising, little morals, little family unit that actually cares and loves and togetherness for this child, because that we all know a child needs a unit. You can't just be a single mama and think, oh, I'm everything that my child needs. Nigga, if that's the case, you'd be able to self-procreate and make kids by your damn self. So you need a man in your life. You need the child's father in the child's life in order to have a productive, healthy child. That's the problem with the society we live in. And we know this. It's been documented. It's already been substantiated that you need the father of the child. You need a nuclear family. You're giving your child the best opportunity to come out as a healthy person in society. Point blank, period. We can sugarcoat it all we want, but it don't change. We can sugarcoat it all we want, but it will not change the facts. You need fathers in the home, man. And that's what TNP is all about. TNP, True Masculinity Podcast. We about keeping it 100, keeping it frank. Like I said, with these two videos with the football players, it's just a crazy situation. The mama taking the situation to her own hands, ready to go fight a child because the child got tackled. How do you think you raising your child? What do you think that's instilling in your child? What type of insecurities do you think you're instilling in your child by standing up for him in a football game where he's supposed to get tackled, where it's collision and contact throughout the whole sport? What are you teaching your child about trying to be overprotective and protect him in a moment like that? Like, he's not in no real danger. If he's in real danger, then don't play football no more. Go let them fucking do knitting and underwater basket weaving and shit. Go do needlepoint and knit some goddamn sweaters and shit. Football is not for you. Sports is not for everybody. Everybody doesn't have to play sports. That's not a prerequisite in life. Quit. Go do something else that's productive with your time. Go find your real talent. If your mom can't stop, don't want you to get hit, and think you're getting hurt every goddamn hit, you don't need to play football no more. The other boy got fucking dog piled on by the guy. It's football. You got pancaked. Keep your feet. Go do some squats. Go get some balance. Go do some balance exercises. Go work on your hand placement and your and firing off the ball better and working on leverage and stuff. Just because the guy's big don't mean he should be able to drive you into the fucking ground. If you got leverage, strength, ability, flexibility, you can, you know what I'm saying? You can maneuver around them. You don't have to try to go through them. But being on your back, you're at the mercy of him. Protect yourself at all times. It's football. Your mom over here crying, running down, talking about this, that, and the third. I see you, and your father didn't come down. He's probably embarrassed. No father want to sit here and defend the fact that his son got his damn spine broken 2 places because he got jumped on, being a bitch, got pancaked on the ground, didn't get up fast enough to defend himself. That's your fault. Stop playing football. In this last situation, it speaks for itself. Sad situation. So yeah, man, hey, raise these kids better. Do better. Stop running men away. Stop running men out the households. And yeah, man, the single mother is, like I said, the biggest detriment to society and Western culture today. Period. The single mother who's a feminist, who thinks she can do it by herself, thinks she's above a man, doesn't have respect for a man, probably was raised as a single mother herself, is the worst problem in America today. It's the contributing factor to everything that we see was wrong with society today. A lot of these young men that turn violent didn't have a father to give them a hug, a pat on the back, go play catch with, tell them they did a good job, tell them they're strong, breathe life into them. Didn't have none of that. So now they walk around insecure, and missing a big chunk of who they really should be and could be in society. It's your boy Big Cal, man. Peace. Head grease. Hit that like button.